So it occasioned a heck of a lot of rewriting, and because it's so time-consuming, it wasn't so much the expense as it was the time-consuming nature of having an actress play opposite herself. We realized that the script was going to have the story was going to have to lay out very differently. We weren't going to be able to spend a whole webisode with a character talking to another one of the same model. It would simply be too difficult. So we made it, when we ended up having 2 8s in this final version, we also realized that we had to do another rewrite to make the other 8, the pilot 8, be the first character killed. Again, for the same reason that we simply couldn't afford the time to have 2 8s on screen for so much of the production. So that's why she's killed first. In retrospect, thank goodness, because it makes the mystery so much more interesting and so much more initially opaque to have the Cylon as the first one dead. It helps throw suspicion away from our Sweet 8 here, which was crucial to the story. This notion of the electrocution was one of the first things that Kevin and I talked about when we started plotting out our series of webisodes, because we had to come up with plausible ways for people to die on a raptor. And that was one of the first ones we thought of, was the idea of someone trying to fix it and jabbing some metal instrument down in there and getting electrocuted. Then, of course, we had to find out if that was actually possible. This list of names that he is writing, you'll see some of those names: Stacy Fish, Wayne Rose. If you're familiar with our production, you'll recognize those as names of people on our crew. No names got officially cleared for use. So when they actually had to start making this list, there weren't any names that they were allowed to use unless they used crew member names. I don't know if crew member names are automatically cleared or if they're simply the assumptions that people on the crew won't sue their own production. If we were just going on that, I hope we were right. I wasn't able to be here for a lot of the filming of this because I was off on the set of the movie shooting at the same time. So I actually didn't see any of the things that were in the tent on New Caprica, and I didn't get to see any of the material with Brad, with our Hoshi. And I'm very sorry for that, because that's some of my favorite material, is the stuff in the tent and the stuff here with Hoshi and Racetrack and the other Raptor. I think that's some of the most effective stuff. And Wayne was absolutely right. It was very valuable to have a location to cut to away from our hero Raptor.